Getting ready for Accenture on-campus exam. In this video, I will go over previous year coding questions to help you prepare better. These examples will give you clear idea of what to expect in exam. Let's get started.
In this video, I'll show you how to easily check if a string is a palindrome or not using Python. We're taking input from the user using Python's input function. Whatever string they enter will be checked to see if it reads the same forward and backward. That's the definition of a palindrome. First, we reverse the string using slicing. Here's how it works. Python has a neat trick for reversing strings. The ::-1 slice reverses the entire string. So, for example, if you type in madam, the reverse is still madam. Next, we compare the original string with its reverse. If they match, we know it's a palindrome. Otherwise, it's not a palindrome, like the string hello, its reverse is Allah, which doesn't match the original. Let's test this out. And that's it. With just a few lines of Python code, you can check if a string is a palindrome. If you found this helpful, make sure to like and subscribe for more quick coding tutorials. In this video, we'll go step by step through a Python code that checks if all the characters in a given string are vowels. Let's break it down for you. This line takes an input string from the user. Whatever the user types will be stored in the variable s. For example, if the user types AIOU, that value will be saved to the variable s. Here, we define a set of vowels. A set is a collection of unique values, and in this case, it contains all the vowels, both in lowercase and uppercase. This means the program will recognize both A and A as vowels. This part might look complicated, but it's simple. The all function checks if every character in the input string s is a vowel. For character in s, this loops through each character of the string one by one. Character in vowels. For each character, it checks if it belongs to the set of vowels. If all the characters in the string are vowels, the program prints yes. If even one character isn't a vowel, it prints no. Let's recap. We took a string input from the user. We defined a set of vowels. We checked if every character in the string is a vowel. Finally, we printed yes if all characters were vowels and no otherwise. This simple code teaches us how to work with strings, loops, and conditionals in Python. Hey there, in today's video, we'll be working with Python to find the minimum and maximum values in an array. We start by defining an array. In Python, an array is simply a collection of values. This is a list of random numbers, and our goal is to find the minimum and maximum values. Next, we sort the array using Python's built-in sorted function. This function takes an array and returns a sorted version of it in ascending order. Sorting helps us easily access the smallest and largest numbers, since they'll be placed at the beginning and end of the list. After sorting the array, we can grab the minimum and maximum values. The first value in the sorted array is the smallest, and the last value is the largest. Here, A_sorted 0 gives us the minimum, and A_sorted -1 gives us the maximum value in the array. Finally, let's print the results. Thanks for watching. This is a basic way to find the minimum and maximum values in a list using Python. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you found this video helpful, and stay tuned for more coding tutorials. Hey everyone! Welcome back to SquareDiv. Today, we'll quickly walk through how to find the kth smallest element in a list using Python. Let's go. Here's what's happening. We define the array. The list array contains the numbers. We set k. K equals 5 means we want the fifth smallest number in this list. We use .sort to arrange the numbers in ascending order. After sorting, the list looks like this: 1, 3, 4, 5, 7, 21, 43, 67. Since Python uses zero-based indexing, we access the fifth element with ARR K1, which is ARR 4. Let's print the result now. The output is 7, which is the fifth smallest number in the sorted list. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to break down a simple but super useful Python script that helps you find the latest version of files from a list. We have a list of file names. These represent different file versions like file_1, file_2, and so on. We set n equals 6, though it's not used in the code, so you can ignore it for now. Create an empty list versions to store version numbers from the file names. We loop through each file name in file version. Check if the file name contains file_. This ensures we only process the correct files. For files that match, we extract the version number, split the file name by the underscore, convert the part after the underscore into a number. Appends version in versions in empty list. If a file doesn't start with file_, we print a message, though all files match in this case. After collecting all the version numbers, we find the highest one using max function. Finally, we print out the latest version. Hello, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to dive into a super popular coding problem, building a pyramid pattern in Python. We'll start by asking the user how many rows they want in the pyramid. Here, and we'll store the number of rows we want. This will be our input, and we'll use it to determine how many lines to print. Now we use a loop to handle the number of rows. We need to print spaces followed by stars for each row. Let's break this down. The loop runs from 0 to n1. In each iteration, the first thing we need is spaces before printing stars. This line prints n1 spaces, which decreases as we move down each row. The key here is understanding that for each row I, we want 2 *I plus 1 stars. For example, in the first row, you'll get 1 star. In the second row, you'll get 3 stars, and so on. The stars increase by 2 on each row, forming the pyramid shape. And that's it. This simple loop structure helps us print the pyramid pattern row by row. Let's try running the code. Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. Today we'll walk through how to generate the Fibonacci series using a simple Python code. First, we need to initialize 3 variables. A equals 0. This holds the first number in the Fibonacci series. B equals 1. This is the second number in the series. C equals 0. We will use this to store the next number in the sequence, calculated as the sum of A and B. Next, we ask the user to input how many Fibonacci numbers they want to generate. We store this input as n. This allows us to control how many numbers of the series we print. Now let's move on to the main part of the code, the loop. For I in range n, this loop will run n times, meaning it will generate and print n Fibonacci numbers. Every iteration will calculate and print the next Fibonacci number. Inside the loop, we print c, which holds the current Fibonacci number. Notice the end equals in the print function. This simply makes sure that the numbers are printed on the same line with a space in between. Now here's where the Fibonacci magic happens. Each time we loop, we need to update the values of A, B, and C to move to the next number in the series. C equals A plus B. This adds A and B to get the next Fibonacci number. B equals A. Then we move the value of A to B so that B becomes the previous Fibonacci number. A equals C. Finally, we update A with the value of C so that it holds the current Fibonacci number. And there you have it. This code efficiently generates the Fibonacci series using just a few lines of Python. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. In today's quick Python tutorial, we're going to see how to check if 2 strings are anagrams. First, let's quickly understand what an anagram is. An anagram is when 2 words contain the exact same characters in any order. For example, listen and silent are anagrams, but Python and Typhoon are not. We start by defining 2 strings. In this example, I'll use listen and silent. Next, let's convert both strings to lowercase. This makes sure our check is case insensitive. Now, let's sort the characters in both strings and check if they match. If the sorted strings are the same, the original strings are anagrams. And that's it. You now know how to check if two strings are anagrams using Python. If you found this video helpful, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more coding tutorials. In today's video, we're going to learn how to check if numbers in a list are even or odd using a simple Python code. Let's go. Here we have a list of numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Our goal is to loop through this list and label each number as either even or odd. We start by defining our list as input 1. Now, let's loop through each number using a for loop. Here, the variable I takes each number from the list, one at a time. Next, we check if the number is even using the modulo operator. If a number divided by 2 gives a remainder of 0, it's even. In that case, we print even. Otherwise, if the number is not divisible by 2, we print odd. Let's check the result. If you found this helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe for more Python tutorials. Hey everyone! Welcome back to SkewerDev. Today, we'll learn how to calculate the area of a circle using a few lines of Python code. It's super quick, so let's dive right in. First, we need to ask the user for the radius of the circle. We're using Python's input function and converting the input to a float for decimal values. Next, let's define the value of pi as 3.14. We're keeping it simple and using this approximation for now. Now comes the formula to calculate the area. It's just pi multiplied by the radius squared. Finally, let's print the result. This will give us the area of the circle. Ever wondered how to calculate the factorial of a number using Python? In this short video, I'll show you a simple code to find the factorial of any number. Let's dive in. We start by taking input from the user, asking them to enter a number. We use the int input function to convert that input into an integer, since we need a number to work with, not a string. Next, we initialize two things: factorial, which will store the result, and a counter starting from 1. The factorial variable starts at 1 because the factorial of 0 or 1 is always 1. What if the user enters a negative number? We know factorials don't exist for negatives, so we handle that first. If number is negative, we stop right here. Now, if the user enters 0 or 1, we already know their factorial is always 1. For any other number, we use a while loop to multiply factorial by every number from 1 up to the entered number. Here's how it works. We multiply factorial by I, which starts at 1. After each multiplication, we increase I by 1. And we keep doing this until I reaches the number entered by the user. Once the loop finishes, we print out the result, which is the factorial of the number. Give this code a try on your own and see how it works with different numbers. If you found this helpful, hit that like button and subscribe for more quick Python tutorials.